There's nothing holding it, and what's going to happen is the screws are going to get stuck in the wood. The head is going to bind on this, and the screws just kind of forever stuck in there. So I'm going to show you what I do to, get all the screws out, basically. All right, welcome to day 29. Let's have a look at what we're up to today. That's kind of brief. All right, welcome to day 29. So it's another wet day here in Michigan. Between the heat and the rain, it seems to be going back and forth. I know they said the heat wave's over, but it certainly doesn't feel like it with all the humidity. I've just been sweating constantly the second I walk outside. I've never been, I'm sure it's not as bad as Florida from what I hear, but it feels pretty bad, and to imagine somebody might be experiencing worse humidity, I really don't want to imagine it. So let's have a look at what we're working on today. So I did confirm with Xana, we are definitely taking this out. We're taking the drywall and the framing off, and we're going to put a veneer over the chimney. So that's going to free up a ton of space, and it's going to better allow us to squeeze a dining room table in here without this awkward bulkhead right in the way. The framing itself, it's not super necessary. I think by code, when you put these on, you do have to be a certain distance away from chimney space. But it's definitely not necessary anymore, because the only thing running out of that chimney is a exhaust vent from the furnace. And if I were to take out the chimney as it is right now, we could technically slip in what's called a B vent, and it has even less requirements. So there's a lot of options, but we are leaving the chimney. We don't need this kind of clearance because it's not taking the same kind of heat it did when it was first installed. So we're going to get that taken care of. And the other thing I'm hoping to get around to today, and this is kind of the last frontier inside the house, is to finish up inside the stairwell. So I'm going to zoom out for a second. Oh, that's better. So all this drywall, I'm removing all the drywall down the stairwell. And once it's gone, we're going to open this up. I can fix up what's going on in the insulation attic space up there. And I'm thinking we might actually leave this open rather than having it angled down. It's just dead space as it is. It's not really doing us any favors. It doesn't do a whole lot for us when it's open either. But, maybe I could throw a little shelf in the back. Xana can put some tchotchkes on it. Who knows? Maybe put a picture up there. That's kind of nice. But at any rate, we are opening it up, and we're going to be redoing quite a bit of this. I've got some paneling down here and some junk on the wall. And this is pretty much it for what's left of the big mess. So let's get to it. Man, is it ever muggy out here. Well, we got the chimney taken care of. And yeah, not sure if you could see the previous outline there, but that's a lot of space that is taken up, and it's very unnecessary. It's probably about 4 square feet if you added it all up. Well, all together, but still, it's a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna dress this stack up with something decorative, and that'll be a nice finished piece. Alright, so I'm now gonna take this sheet of drywall all the way down, and I'm sure this one is probably gonna make a bit of a mess. So I'm going to get these pieces here out now. Now, he threw a bunch of screws in these. And the other thing, and this is a huge pain in the butt, you'll notice, see how deep I'm going in there? He has his screws sunk way in. Now, the pain of those is when it comes to, say, the last 2 screws on here, there's nothing holding it, and what's going to happen is the screws are going to get stuck in the wood. The head is going to bind on this, and the screws just kind of forever stuck in there. So I'm going to show you what I do to, get all the screws out, basically. And what I'm going to do is the first 1 or 2 screws, top and bottom, I'm going to take them in, but I'm going to leave them so the head is just on the surface. That way it still holds everything. I'm going to remove the rest of the screws, and then I'm going to remove those 2, because at that point the head's not keeping it stuck inside the wood. That was a mess. Just like that, I was able to successfully extract every single screw. All right, so I've got a nail right here and there's no head on it. So I'm going to show you a little trick for getting them out, because I put my hammer on it and it just slips off. So I'm going to put my hammer there, right where I want it. And then I'm going to grab it. I just have these handy, but you can grab them with pliers, side cutters, whatever you want. Just get a good grip on there. Oh, maybe I do want a cutting edge. That should do it. And just like that. Sometimes these little tricks go a very long way from saving you a lot of frustration. Because most of them should come out just like so. So, unfortunately, that's going to have to be it for today. I just noticed when I stopped the camera, I'm actually running a little bit late. I have to go meet Ray, actually. And yeah, so I'm going to take just a couple seconds here anyway and give you a quick run through what we did today. So, starting where we left off, didn't have time to clean up the mess, so it'll have to survive until tomorrow. So we got this panel out, and less damage than I thought. There's just a couple bats that are pushed down, and the loose fill had fallen through. No big deal. We're putting new loose fill up there anyway. Nice little chute for me to launch the garbage so I can take it right out the front door there. So coming down here, there's the mess from the chimney above. I'll get that when I pick up the rest. And yeah, paneling's off. And it's looking not too bad actually, cleaned up fine. I'm not sure how much of this is staying, but we got it about stripped down as far as we want to go for right now anyway. This layer of linoleum and all this is probably just going to stay for now. It's not really hurting anything. And then coming over here, we got the chimney unraveled, and yeah, it's looking ready to go. I just got to chip off some excess mortar, and yeah, this will be a breeze. So, as always, if you like what you're seeing, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, just like we always do. Till then.